I come 3 to 4 times each year just to learn from Master Wang.
Master Wang, you have been a fixture in our community for quite some time now.
你好，你好，师傅，你好吗？
Camille Kwan is on the phone to a man venerated by his followers as a living Buddha. She's told she needs his permission to see her son. It's not going well.
喂。 Okay, all right.
You okay?
I'm okay. I'm very good.
Very good.
Yeah, I'm very good.
For almost 3 decades, Camille was a member of a Buddhist group based inside this red brick building in Hobart's CBD. At home in Hong Kong, her involvement was limited, but she would regularly travel to Tasmania for spiritual retreats.
The first time I came to Hobart is 1996. We do normal life like cooking and sleeping, but of course, you know, I did some reflections on my own, you know, so I did also. So I could say, you know, the first time I came is, it feel good. It feel released my stress before, yeah.
Jingung Dhyana Buddhism claims it has millions of followers around the world, but its greatest presence is in Tasmania. Its leader is Wang Xingde, known as Master Wang or Shifu to his followers.
With Holy Master, what happened was I started having experiences of my own. It's life-changing.
中国佛教密宗，它对全人类的未来指明了方向。
For decades, Mr Wang and his followers have been an accepted and celebrated feature of Hobart life.
Your contribution to our local community across so many different areas and so many different festivals and events that you participate in are greatly appreciated, not only by our government, but also by the people of Tasmania.
The 78-year-old hasn't always been a religious leader. He was a martial arts coach in China and in the 1980s travelled the country with claims he had miraculous healing powers. It all came crashing down when he was jailed for sexual assault and fraud, charges he denies and successfully appealed decades later. Mr Wang moved to Tasmania in 1989 and founded his religious organisation in 1991. Jingung Dhyana has since amassed a property portfolio worth millions. Mr Wang has earned praise in Chinese state media for his efforts promoting Chinese culture abroad.
致力于建立将佛教文化等中华优秀文化传播至澳洲的通道。
Jay Garfield is a professor in Buddhist studies at Smith College and Harvard Divinity School. In the 1990s, he worked at the University of Tasmania and he was invited to dinner with Mr Wang and his followers.
He was followed constantly by video cameras. And that was the conversation where I really tried to press him hardest, not because I was suspicious, because I was really interested. What do you guys teach? What texts do you read? No answers at all, just kind of strange, evasive meanders or changes of the subject. He did suggest to me at one point that I would be wise to have my students videotape every one of my movements for the rest of my life. This is not advice that I have taken seriously.
Professor Garfield has met with Buddhist organisations around the world. He says he's never come across a group like Mr Wang's.
I work with lots of Buddhist scholars, lots of monastics, both monks and nuns, including Chinese and Tibetan monastics. I've never run across anybody so unwilling to answer basic questions as Master Wang.
Camille introduced her son, who we'll call Philip, to the group when he was 2.
The organization feels it's like a family to us because mostly it's a Hong Kong people there, right? So, and especially I'm a single mother, right? That's why my son is lack of some male relationship. And so he must feel very, happy with all the, big boys and uncle and like this.
As a teen, Philip struggled with his mental health. Desperate for support, in 2020, Camille persuaded her then adult son to live with Mr Wang's elder gurus. Their relationship has never been the same.
He believes our whole family will have certain level of the bad karma. That's why his task or his mission come here now, right? To accumulate the spiritual merit, to replace the karma.
Philip gradually reduced contact with his mother after his arrival, eventually saying it was no longer right for them to speak.
Guru said that rather than communicating with other energies, I should only communicate with Master Wang. I decided to temporarily block you. I do this in order to collect enough spiritual merit to bring you to the holy retreat.
I need to talk to my son.
I am worried that you will think or say something bad about Shifu and JGD, and that the karma is very, very great.
The group tell him that Master Wang is the great Buddha, and he knows everything about the universe.
We read through years of records of Camille's time with the group.
So we have heard from Camille that she had to write report to Master Wang for his approval for decisions affecting pretty much every aspect of her life. And I've gone through some of these reports from her time at the retreat in Hobart, and I've seen her asked for permission to do things like having a shower, buying grocery online, or opening a bank account. In one of those reports, Camille described her son as having an ear infection, and she asked Master Wang for his approval to let him to see a doctor. But Master Wang didn't reply to her report, so her son wasn't able to go.
Well, as you know, I've been looking into this group since roughly 2019, and I've spoken to 2 other former followers who lived with the group. Now, they said that their devotion to Master Wang was expected to be total, and they've also spoken about this concept of writing reports. I'll read to you one thing that a former follower said to me during one of our chats. Whatever he says, you listen, you put it in your mind, that's all, don't question it. Mr Wang told 730 his followers are allowed to question his teachings. We followed Camille's second trip to Tasmania to try to see her son. He encourages her to seek permission from Mr Wang.
Thank you.
I'll buy you breakfast. We'll have breakfast, okay?
Mum, it will be better if you write to Shifu first and get approval. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I hope you can write just one report to Shifu.
This is killing me. This was really killing me. Not able to see my son.
Camille's hotel room is her bunker. Photos of her late mother give her strength. Undeterred by his rejection, she tries to take her boy breakfast. And do you think that he will come and get it?
He mostly cannot come down. He cannot.
The food goes uneaten, but this day is different. It seems our filming has caught the group's attention. After a frustrating phone call with Mr Wang, the first time Camille is able to speak with her former leader, she receives a voice message.
Oh, hi, Emily, hi, Echo, please come in.
So something's happened after we left yesterday.
Oh, yes, I went to the temple house to see my son. He keeps saying, this is not allow him to go out this building. Because the outside world, it hasn't been blessed by Master.
We spoke with Philip over the phone. He said he was a free man choosing to stay with the group and accused his mother of generating bad karma by spreading what he described as false information. Mr Wang did not make himself available for an on-camera interview with 7:30, but late Monday we received an unexpected phone call, which he allowed us to record.
我的信徒成千上万，他们要来学迷信的教，来了就必须要走这个教规。
您对一些说您的教是邪教的说法有什么回应吗？
目前共产党的这个中央，你会看这个视频会议吗？共产党就会接受邪教的吗？
Mr Wang said Camille's behaviour suggested she was possessed by a demon.
如果是这个宗教里面，那么他就是罪业。这个罪业因为跟我无关。你做好事情，以后得好报；做坏事情就坏报。
Camille took this video of her first attempt at a reunion with Philip since 2022. A locked gate still separates her from her son.
Can you kiss me? Kiss Mum? Come on. You're like a jail, right? Like a prisoner. Can I sue the prisoner? Can you kiss Mum? Come here. I was very devoted, follower to Master Wang for 25 years. Of course, everything I believe what he said, And the time my son has depression, I'm helpless. That's why I came to Master Wang for rescue us. To separate her from mother and not seeing with mother, I think this is already against all the Buddhism.